Hello, my name is Rafael Mrimi from KiliMax in the Customer Success Department, and today I will be taking you through the retail and POS module. When you're managing a business, let's say a fast-paced retail business, you can have various challenges. So in KiliMax, that's where we come in to help you out. So KiliMax has a system that is actually very user-friendly and has an offline capability when it comes to making your sales. It also is very fast and very reliable in terms of the system flow and also your business operations. So let's get started. So let's begin with the retail module. So to access the retail module, you have to log into KiliMax, and on the left hand side, there are the module sides. So we go to the third module, which is the retail module. So when you go to the retail module, there are different sub-modules in the retail module. So you can get to see the retail orders. On the first sub-module, there's the promotions part, and also there's the basic info. So on this first retail part, what you can see is the store orders. So these are all orders that you actually made on the POS. So any order you make on the POS is also recorded on the ERP side. So there are store orders. You can view store orders, store returns, the payments that were done on the POS, and also you can adjust payments. You can also view the adjusted payments that were made on the POS. The other part on the retail module is the promotions. So these are promotions that you can add in terms of whenever you have probably there's a promotion period, let's say like Easter, you can actually add the promotions here. So the first promotion is the bundle sales. So you can add a promotion when you want to make bundle sales for a specific product, and you can follow up on the promotion here. So you can see that some promotions have ended while I have other promotions that are still ongoing. So the other promotion that you can view is the add-ons, free gifts, and also the price drop. So on the price drop, I have an ongoing promotion. I will show you how it appears on the POS end. The other sub-module in the retail module is the basic info. So this is where you can add new stores. So if you have multi-stores, you can create new stores here. So for example, I have different stores, as you can see. And you can also get to view the store products. So you can get to access how many products you have at the moment and how many products are on shelf. And the other option in the basic info is the change price. So on the change price is when you want to switch from one price to another on the retail side. So you change the price on this side and it appears on the POS side. And also you can include store customers in the retail module. So if you have customers and you want to include them for loyalty points, or rather have them having a different discount price in terms of the customer, so you can add customers here and you will follow up on the loyalty points. So the last option on the retail module in the ERP is where to download the POS. So the POS is accessible in terms of the Windows, iOS, and it also has an app option. So you just download the POS on this part. So when you click just download, it will download the POS and you can open it and view the POS side on the other end. So that is all for the retail module in the ERP. So let's head over to the POS module, since I can see that it has already downloaded. Okay, so now you can see that the POS has already downloaded. So we can log into the POS end. So when you're logging, there are two methods of logging in. There's the email and the phone number. So this one, you'll just create your own password when you are accessing the system. So let's log into my company. So since our system is can manage multi-companies, you'll have to select your own company if you have different companies in the system. And then after selecting your company, you select the specific store that you'll be making the sales on the POS. So I select my store, and this is the homepage of the POS. So on the homepage, you actually get to view all the products that you have in the system. So currently, these are the products that I have, and these are the products that I have on shelf on my system. So on the face value, you can get to see that you'll see the remaining stock of your products in the system. So for the first product, I have around 46 items. You can also get to view the products that you have promotions on, since they'll have a small icon here. Like for this one, you can see that it has a gift promotion, while these other ones have a reduced price promotion. They have a discounted price. So let's start with the first part, which is the dashboard. So the dashboard is mainly powered by AI. So on the dashboard, you can get to see all your sales amount day by day, or you can customize it to view it in monthly. And also there's an option of key analysis, which is our AI. Our AI gives you a summary analysis of all your sales, and also product analysis, high stock moving items, and it also gives you a suggestion in terms of what you need to do for maybe the low stock items that you have. Maybe you can add the items, and also what you should prioritize in terms of what you should sell, so that you can recover maybe a loss that you have made or a lost sale. So also on the dashboard, the other part you can view is the sales trend. It's a graphical view of the sales that you have been making, and also you can get to view what sales you have made and by which payment method was used to make the sales. So on the other part of the customers, you'll also get to see how your customers have been faring in the system. So which customer has made the most sales and which customer has not yet made sales. So that is mainly the part of the dashboard. So we go to the cashier part. So this is where you make your sales. So when making a sale, it is an user-friendly system. So you just click on the item that you're making the sale. So let me just click on this item that has an offer. So when you click the item, you can add the customer on the right-hand side. So you add the customer so that they can have the loyalty points. And then you can change pricing if you have different pricing module for a specific customer on that option there. The other part is to change quantity. If they have bought more than one item, you can change the quantity of the item here, and then maybe include 2 items. And the other part, you can get to include the promotion. So you can see that the item has a promotion. So if you are including the promotion for the specific customer, you can add the promotion here, and it will automatically change the pricing to the pricing that is meant on the promotion part. Okay, the other part is adding the salesperson. So if you have you want to include the salesperson in making the sale, that is, they have probably a commission on the make a sale or something, you add the salesperson on that part, then you check out, and you are done on the cashier part. So this is the payment side. So we have different payment methods. So you can have the M-Pesa payment methods and bank transfer and cash payment method. So if maybe a customer has 2 different payment methods, they have half the cash in M-Pesa, while the other cash is they have it in bank transfer, or they have the cash at hand. You can change the payment methods in terms of how much they have in M-Pesa and how much they have on the bank transfer. So if they're using 2 different payment methods, it's possible. So you just include the both, and then you confirm, and the payment is done. After the payment is done, you can print the receipt and give it to your customer, and the process is as simple as that. So you have already made the sales. So after making the sale, you can follow up on the orders that you have made. So that is on that sub module here. You can see how many orders you have made and have a record of the orders. So this one will come in handy if maybe there's a complaint in terms of a problem with the item, or you want to make a refund. You can come here, and then you can select the item and the order and follow up on which customer bought and what you want to do with the item. On this one, you can also filter in terms of customer name, the date that you've made the orders, and the retail order numbers. So the other sub module is the refund module. So when you're creating a refund, you can just create the refund on the POS too. So you select the specific item that you want to make the refund on. So let's choose the order that we have just made, and there are 2 options that you can use to make the refund. There's the return and refund only. Return and refund is when the customer is returning the item and you're refunding them the money, and refund only is when you're making only the refund to the customer. So let's choose return and refund for the specific client. So I select the item and select the specific receipt that I'm making the refund. And then I choose the option that I'm using. So let's say I'm using return and refund. Then I choose the refund quantity that I am making the refund on. So I'm refunding on 1 item. Then after choosing the quantity, you make the refund, and then you refund you choose the amount that you're using to pay for the refund, and done. So once you make the refund, the system creates a credit note to the specific customer, and you can print the receipt and then give it to the customer that you will use this receipt for making the credit to the specific customer, maybe when they make another order later on, or you can just give them the money if they want to receive the money, the specific money at hand. Okay, so that is all for making the refund. So the other part is customers. You can also create customers on the POS as much as you can create them on the ERP side. So you just come to the customer module, then you add the new customer. You can create the customer name. So let's create our customer today as John Doe. Then you add the phone number of the customer. You select the gender if it is necessary, and then once that is done, you can select the customer level if they are official member, or if you have different levels for the customer, you can select the specific level of the customer. You can select the birthday date for the customer, and also you can add the VAT number if they want to be included in terms of the tax payments. And then you confirm, and the customer is added to the system as John Doe here, the first customer. And on the customer, you can also follow up on what amount the customer has made, and what records they have, and what orders they have made in terms of the specific customer. So you can see this customer has made these records, they have bought these items, and this is the order records of the specific customer. Once done with the customer creation, the other module that is present in the POS is the operations module, which includes product receive, inventory reports, order verification, and also export history. So on the first module, which is the product receive, it is a summary of all collected and delivered products. So you can get to view how many orders you have made, how many orders you have received in terms of the transfer orders, transfer items from one store to another. If they were transferred, you can see which orders came and which orders maybe you have transferred from your store to another store. So the other operation is the inventory report. So for this one, you get to see all the inventory of the items that you have at your store. So on the inventory report, you can see the product's name, the category of the products, how many stock you have on hand, how many items are in transit if you are moving them from one store to another, and how many products are available for sale. So the other option in the operations is the order verification. So for this one, you can verify and fulfill online orders that are present in your specific store. So the last sub-module in the KiliPOS is the settings module. So on the settings module, you can change the password. That is, if you want to change the password if you're using if you want to change the password, maybe it is compromised, but you want to use a password that maybe is more memorable, you can change it on this part of the change the password part. You can also update the versions. Since it's a software, you need to be updating the versions as we update on our end. This is the part where you update the version once it's outdated. The other options in the setting is the print settings. This is the part where you can connect your KiliPOS with your printer, and you can print all the documents that are available in the KiliPOS. That is the order receipts, order return documents, and also inventory documents if you want to print them. You can connect your KiliPOS with the printer on these print settings in the settings module. So the other part is the feedback. So this is where you can update your system. So if you want to update the system to sync it with the ERP end, this is where you can do that. So you update the resource library. Once it's updated, it will show that the resource is being decompressed, and then it will update all the items that have, if you have made any changes on the ERP side, it will also be updated on the KiliPOS end. So the other option is the upload log. So the upload log is where you can add items to the system, and you can download them on this part here. The other sub-module is the customize theme. So you can change the theme of the KiliPOS if you want to change the colors. So if you want to view it as orange or red, you can change the theme here, and it will actually transform your KiliPOS into another color if you want to change the specific color that is visible here. And that is all for our KiliPOS. If you'd like to book a demo, you can reach out to us or visit our website at KiliMax.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.